What's up guys, welcome to brobeatz. Today we're going to be making a beat. If you guys haven't subbed already or turned post noise on, make sure you do so because it does help a lot. Just hop right into it. So basically we're just going to be making a beat so that we can do a full mixing tutorial in the next video. Okay, so BPM 160, I'm grabbing a scale. I'm going to be using, we use the minor all the time. Let's use a major. Okay, and then we got sounds. I'll go through the sounds as we make the melodies and everything. So let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, so here's our first sound, which is like a sweep type sound. It's kind of hard to hear. So I might layer it with this, because this sound I picked is kind of like ambient as well. I probably should have started with a piano, but here, what we could do is instead of kind of just making this same, using the root and then started from the root, we could try ending on the root this time, and I'm gonna just delete that. So I'm gonna put this at the end, and then what I'm gonna do, all right, so if this is something you want to do, what you could do is make a chord backwards. You kind of make a dyad, and then from here you can kind of just trickle it down. So you can do something like this, right? And I'm gonna just move this over because we already got our root right there. And then you can make a triad or a dyad. Dyad is just two notes. Okay, I like making dyads because there's more flexibility, because this is like a stronger tone, I guess. So I'm gonna listen to this and figure out like a little rhythm. Let's see. Okay, I want to hear that one more time coming in, and then probably might offset this. All right, so now it's got some bounce to it. I'm gonna just copy this to this preset because this preset is ambient too, so. Okay, and this is a custom preset, I believe, yep. All right, so this is just a custom preset in Serum. All right, so now let's move on to the other instruments. All right, so next up we got this creep preset, and it sounds like a crying lead or something, so perfect for this little chord progression. So I'll turn this up a lot so that we can hear it. Oh wait, let's go back in here. So now I'm just kind of pick tones that I like. I'm not gonna really follow this too much because I want freedom, but I'm gonna use some of the notes. So for example, use D sharp. So maybe. And I'm gonna make a chord. Why does it always zoom out? And I'm gonna make a chord backwards and then maybe just pull it back. Do something like that. Okay, I like that combo. Okay, and then that matches with this C that we placed down earlier. So let's listen to the whole thing. And I'm just turn it down or reset it. Okay, so now let's move on to our next instrument. All right, so next up we have a bell. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna just start to take reference from our chord progression. So wherever I decide I want to start the melody, I'm gonna just use the original triad. So this dyad is basically an unfinished triad. So if we finish it out, it'll look something like this. So now this is our reference. So we can start on the A sharp, the G, wherever, right? But now we know kind of what notes to look for, right? And if you want to go even further, you can kind of continue it. But I think this is kind of overkill. All right. So I'm gonna use that as reference. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put this little sound at. Okay, maybe at the end will sound good. So let's zoom in here. Let's pull it down an octave real quick. Okay, I think that is good. Move it over, pull up an octave, see what this sounds like. Okay, I think that's good enough and subtle enough, so let's move on. All right, so next up we have a piano, and I'm gonna turn this up, but it's supposed to kind of blend in. So I'm gonna just copy these chords, and then we can just start from here, and I'm gonna just pull it down an octave so we have more to work with. And then I'm just kind of offset things as we go. So I'm gonna just offset these like this, and then we just complete the chord pretty much. Matter of fact, I might do something like this. And I'm gonna offset these just slightly. So I'm gonna copy this A sharp up. And the reason is because this is the third note in the chord. So I'm gonna pull that up and we can kind of trickle it down. And let's copy it because this is a minor chord. So we connect these by pulling this note right here down. I'm gonna pull this over and then we can put maybe an F. Let's offset it. All right, so next over here, same thing. We're just gonna do a little bit less, just to save time, and I don't think we need to do a lot. So I don't know why it keeps copying like this long note, but just have to deal with it. And let's just complete the chord here. Let's play it. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn it back down so it blends in. I'm just play it real quick. Okay, I like that. So let's move on to the last two instruments. All right, I thought we had two left, but this is the last instrument. And for this one, we have this little synth sound, or like a bell type of thing. So I'm just kind of add in what I think, or just like a little melody that goes on top of everything. Let's zoom in. Okay, I think that's good. So that's the whole melody. I'll just play it through one time. All right, so now we can get started on the drums or the 808. All right, so now we have our 808, and this is probably the easiest part. We just copy this chord progression over and then delete these. And now we can just cut our 808, and I'm gonna turn this up. And let's just cut it up. And I'm just cutting it in these sections where the 808 would usually land. I'm gonna try to keep everything in frame. All right, let's pull this up an octave, delete one of these, pull it down. Okay. Okay, very simple. So let's go ahead and finish this out and just use the drums that we have down here. All right, so I just set up my drums. I'll do my drums in a second pattern so everything doesn't get cluttered. Because we got all the melodies out the way. So now we just throw in our drums. So I'm just putting a simple clap. Actually, I'm gonna just copy it over twice. And then I'm gonna just like fast forward through any of the parts. So like this kick, I'm gonna just fast forward through any, like the second part, but the first part I'll do real time. So play it. I think that's pretty decent. Might turn it up a bit. Hi-hats should be pretty easy here. Just do something very simple. All right, let's turn this up. Then what we can do is go up here to 1/3 step. I'll press Control U so it locks to the grid. And I need to zoom in because you probably can't see that. I like to turn these down a bit. And then we can go to the thirds. I don't know why I did it like that, but all right. Okay, pretty much done here. And we could just add one of these in here, whatever. The whole point of this is so we have something to mix. I'm sure most people want to just know how to mix the bass drums. So I'll play the whole thing all together real quick. All right, so here's the beat. All right, so if you followed along or if you have your own beat, have that ready, because in the next video, what we're gonna do is pretty much mix it all the way from scratch. I'm gonna try to use this, I am gonna use stock plugins for that. So we're gonna EQ and do all that. All right, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.